The farm-to-table mentality is very important to me as a chef. Today I'm getting some fresh goat cheese right from the farm that I'm going to use later tonight. I'm Furey, now we're cooking. I feel like I'm living on the edge today, having the biscuit queen in this kitchen. Carrie, I am so happy you're here today.
I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Of course. This goat cheese pimento cheese is so good you can eat it straight out the bowl. Well, how about this? Should we get to it?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm chopping the chives. That's my
yeah.
job.
And chives, it's hard to find ones that are super pretty sometimes, but if you can't find chives in your local grocery stores, scallions are totally fine.
Yeah, we use that in our pimento cheese.
The important part about cutting, I feel like, is to work the knife right and don't let it work you too much. So let's get...
Choke up on it.
Yes. Oh yeah. All right, so we're gonna get our big pimento cheese bowl.
Okay. Equal parts goat cheese and cheddar, sharp cheddar.
There's plenty of cheddar cheese, I'll tell you that. Now pimento peppers.
Okay. And
a little mayo.
a lot of mayo.
A lot of mayo. Oh, yeah, I love how creamy it is.
Okay,
every
I
last
got
drop.
every last drop of it.
What are some uses of mayonnaise that some people might not realize?
Well, it's great for your hair. Did you know
No
that?
wonder. Okay.
I mean, I haven't used it for my hair, but I've read that. I like to baste my turkey at Thanksgiving with mayonnaise.
Wow.
Lemon zest, lemon juice, mayonnaise, and herbs. Really good for moisture barrier.
That sounds delicious. Okay, pepper, measure with your heart, I say. All right. And then just a pinch of salt because that goat cheese and the cheddar cheese and mayonnaise already has some.
Down and up, right?
Oh, yes.
And then look at all those beautiful colors.
Oh, yes.
It is just like a party in a bowl.
This pimento cheese is so good that it's borderline fancy. If you want to put on the Ritz, you can serve it on a biscuit, like open-faced with maybe some candied bacon or country ham.
I love that idea. Oh, and I love how the cheese is still together.
I think it's time for a taste
Yes.
test. What do you think?
Yes.
All right.
Okay. I'm gonna cheese cheers.
Cheers.
Look at my bite compared to hers.
Oh no. All right.
Yeah, get
There
in
we
there.
go.
All right, cheers. Oh my gosh. I love new flavor alert. I'm gonna make goat cheese pimento cheese and sell it. That's really delicious.
Ding. And we've got plenty more. And what do you say we start making some biscuits? And then
These
have
need
this.
biscuits.
All right. Well, we're gonna go eat some more of this and make some biscuits.
All right, let's do it. I cannot wait to see this process.
Before we get started, I have just been dying to know why biscuits? How did you get started in all of this?
Honestly, my mom, Callie, for whom the business is named, made these incredible country ham biscuits when I was growing up, and I was the server at all of her catered parties. And people would ask me, where can we buy these? How can we order 200? And I'd run back in the kitchen and say, Mom, they want to order. And she's like, no, I'm not making any more than I'm making now. And so it was just always this big deal. And I just knew they were too good not to be shared. So I said, we gotta get these to the people. They want them.
All right, so here's our self-rising flour. Carrie, you want to do the honors here?
Absolutely. I love this self-rising flour.
I personally adore yellow cornmeal. Like, it is my favorite ingredient, I think, of all time.
Really?
Yes.
Ever?
Ever.
Okay, well, these are gonna be the best biscuits I've ever tasted. What does the cornmeal do to the texture of the biscuit?
It adds texture, and it adds a little bit of a grit to it.
Yeah.
All right, so the yellow cornmeal is in
Sugar.
Sugar, yes. And the sugar adds sweetness.
Yes.
And this shortening.
So it all you don't have to pulse the dry, everything just goes in at once.
Yes.
Well, this is an easy recipe.
So this shortening
And
is...
your hands aren't goopy.
Nope, clean
Yet.
hands for now. Yeah,
For
yeah. We're just gonna, we can always add more milk too. So let's start about with 3/4 of a cup black pepper.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And we're just gonna pulse it until
want me to
it's
do it?
just combined. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right, ready?
Here we go.
All right, let's see how that's doing. So we want to try? They do say like never eat raw flour. So.
Who says that? That sugar makes it even tastier.
Oh yeah. It's a borderline dessert-like biscuit, but not quite, because it has that
It's still
pepper.
savory. I think biscuits should all have savory elements to them, but it's okay for them to also be sweet.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, coming from you, Carrie, I know I got the seal of approval. All right, so Carrie, now we're gonna roll out our biscuits, and we have our oven preheated, and it's hot, ready for the biscuits.
Okay.
So
what's your temperature?
it is at 475. I have some extra flour that we're gonna use to put on this parchment paper, and you'll see why later. This dough is nice and soft, and it tends to be a little sticky, so this will make our life easier.
Do you want me to dump it?
Yes, please.
In what quadrant?
We will do it in the
Okay.
bottom quadrants.
Okay.
Quadrant 3 and 4.
The south side.
Yes. That just made me feel really smart, that word.
I don't know
I
where
like
it came
it.
from. It's rare that happens.
All right, Carrie, let's get messy here. I try to touch the dough as like little as possible.
Yes.
Now, so how I do is flatten it out first by folding this piece of parchment over, or you could use like a bendy cutting board to be sure that everything is flattened out. Parchment is so easy.
Yes. And it's less of a mess.
And it's less of a mess.
This kind of reminds me of how I do pie dough.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
I feel like pie dough is so delicate, and this kind of puts a barrier for the heat from your hands. So we need to incorporate this.
Yeah.
I think people overthink biscuit making. So biscuits are so simple. They require a flour, a fat, a liquid, and then of course the love that you put into it.
Now we're gonna flip it,
So
okay?
now you're in essence laminating the dough
Yes.
inside the parchment.
I'm in quadrant 4.
Quadrant, southwest quadrant of the parchment paper.
And so this is crazy, but I love to use the side of my hand. Makes me feel like a ninja. All right.
I like it.
So we gotta, now we're lengthening the surface area to make more biscuits. And I have our lightly buttered sheet pan here. And so now we're gonna dip the biscuit cutter and then just push it down and not twist it, right, Carrie?
That's right. So you can either pull it away or you can just lift straight up. That's a pretty little girl.
Yeah.
We got 16.
And
so
we got 16, and
I'm
so
gonna
I think
take
it's
these.
time.
Where are yours?
Well, what about our little creature here?
Oh, yeah, we gotta make a snake.
Yes.
Gotta make the snake.
Let's tell our viewers here about the snake.
Well, the snake is twofold in our world. So a lot of times when you're making biscuits at home, you're not making mass quantities. So you need to make sure that the ones that don't have friends next to them, because if you don't give them a guide, they won't necessarily go up. They may go to the left or the right. The snake really is a barrier for, it's a friend.
It is a friend.
But it's also your snack.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
you know, you make the biscuits, let's say you're having a dinner party, you don't want to eat, you want to taste to make sure that, you know,
Absolutely.
but then you can have the snake, and if you put melted butter and roll that in cinnamon sugar,
Oh my
it's like
gosh.
a southern churro, right?
Say less, Carrie. That sounds like a dream. That
So-
reminds me of cinnamon sugar toast growing
Oh,
up.
that's
so
my
good.
favorite childhood memory for sure.
We have a nice amount of melted butter here to brush on these biscuits.
I love this part.
It helps give them a little glisten and a color,
And a little texture too.
texture.
And like these ones that have craggy bits. I love we call them butter rivers, like right here.
Ah, butter
And they'll get
rivers.
super textured and crunchy. Oh, so
That's
good.
my type of river. Yes.
That's right. That's right.
And I love how when you make biscuits, it almost seems that most of the time when you're baking, you want to space things out. But in
Not here.
baking biscuits, and why is that, Carrie?
Well, I think that there are a million ways to do it, but we like the biscuits to touch because then they bake more evenly. They are next to each other, they're supporting each other. Kind of like, do you want to go to the party by yourself or do you want to go with me?
I want to go with you.
That's right.
For
So
sure.
we rise taller when we have our friends next to us.
Yes.
Biscuits are the same.
I love that. Oh, all right. So let's pop these in the oven.
Okay.
And oh, I can't wait to eat these.
I know, I'm starving. Oh, I can smell them. They smell
Oh
so
boy,
delicious.
nice
perfect.
and toasty. We got that golden brown. There
Good
we go.
job.
And
Yes.
that butter river really
I
came
know.
through.
See the butter rivers?
Yes.
Yes.
So-
do you think we can like take a little piece of the snake? I know it's hot,
Yes.
but just try to.
Oh yeah.
Woo, it's hot.
Oh yeah.
Just
We've
like
got
a
those
little-
chef hands now,
Yeah,
right?
I know. And here, let me do yours first.
Thank you. Oh yeah. And it spreads so easily because it's nice and warm.
Yes.
Wow. Oh yeah.
Oh my
I like
gosh.
the amount of smear she does.
Cheers.
Cheers. Mm-hmm.
I love the cornmeal.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole nother level of texture, but also flavor. Really good.
You taste the sweetness in it too.
Mm-hmm.
And the cornmeal lends sweetness too.
This is like the perfect combo. There's no better combo than
There's
biscuits
no
and
better-
pimento cheese.
Cheers, Carrie. So good to see you.
Thank you for having me. This was so fun.
And as always, we gotta say, now we're cooking.
Now we're cooking.